new memorial in our nation's capital, one dedicated to the memory of those citizen soldiers who gallantly answered their nation's call to duty. A memorial consecrated by the supreme sacrifices of those who never returned. The memorial, an impressive edifice located just a few blocks from Capitol Hill, is the new home of NGAUS, the National Guard Association of the United States. The corridors of this majestic building reverberate with memories of Guardsmen past. The names of some are synonymous with the very history of our country. Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, Teddy Roosevelt, and 2 National Guardsmen from the Show Me state who showed the world what the true spirit of the Guard is all about, Charles Lindbergh and Harry S. Truman. Yes, these hallowed halls virtually echo the proud history of the National Guard, America's insurance policy. We at the National Guard Association of the United States are quite proud of the fact that since 1878, we have diligently worked toward providing unified National Guard representation before Congress. The guns are silent now, but history has shown us that it's only a matter of time before the next volley is sounded. Sadly, many have forgotten this fact. Many have forgotten that we must never falter in the defense of our nation. Many have forgotten that a strong defense posture is absolutely essential for sustaining freedom. And many have forgotten the vital role played by America's National Guard. But the National Guard Association of the United States and your state association haven't forgotten. Not by a long shot. We constantly remind our nation's lawmakers that, unlike other insurance policies, the National Guard is not an impersonal document merely lying dormant. Since its beginning in 1636, your National Guard insurance policy has repeatedly paid dividends. From the day the shot heard round the world was fired at Concord's Bridge, to the scud-filled skies and scorching sands of Desert Storm. Each time your National Guard was called upon to respond, it did so quickly, effectively, professionally. Your association constantly reminds Congress that our nation's founders designed the foundation of our national defense by providing for the smallest possible standing active duty force and a strong citizen militia. That citizen soldiers have been the backbone of America's defense for over 350 years. In fact, prior to World War II, the National Guard ranged from 50% to 100% larger than America's standing army. And we at NGAUS make certain that our nation's lawmakers are aware of the fact that today's National Guard has the awesome federal responsibility of providing 25% of America's tactical fighters, nearly 40% of its tactical airlift, 60% of its tactical reconnaissance, over 90% of its U.S.-based strategic interceptor force, more than 30% of this nation's aviation brigades, over 40% of its combat forces, and virtually all of its heavy helicopter units. Incredibly, the National Guard accomplishes its federal responsibilities while utilizing less than 10% of the total Army and Air Force budget and less than 5% of the total Department of Defense budget. And it's important that we continue to stress the Guard's cost-effectiveness over and over again. Ground forces in the Guard, for example, cost merely 25% of active duty forces at the same level of organization. Due to lessened world tensions, few can disagree that military cuts are warranted. But we emphasize to Congress that it makes little sense to call for across-the-board reductions in military personnel and force structures, as the Department of Defense has done. In times of budget cuts and fiscal constraint, cost effectiveness is of utmost importance. Therefore, it simply makes good sense to give more missions to the Guard, because the Guard can do the job just as well, just as professionally, at a mere fraction of the cost. Guard members swear an oath of allegiance to support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the constitutions of their states against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And we remind Congress that the National Guard is on the cutting edge of this nation's war on drugs, that it plays a vital role in the support of law enforcement popular support. Like the National Guard, NGAUS has an extremely difficult job, but unlike former Guardsman Charles all future challenges. Well, that's our story. We hope that you now have a better idea of exactly what the National Guard Association of the United States is, what it does, how it does it, and how you can help. Remember, membership is strength. Strength is power. And power is the name of the game on Capitol Hill. The basis of our strength, our power, and all that our new memorial building stands for is you. Your membership in NGAUS. Your membership in the National Guard Association of the United States is absolutely vital to foster the National Guard's strength, its pride, its professionalism, its indomitable spirit, the spirit of freedom.